Welcome to the 44th Annual Longwood University Holiday Dinner. My name is Dr. Kevin Callahan. I'm the new director of the Wind Symphony here at Longwood, and that was Symphonic Prelude on Adeste Fidelis, also known as O Come All Ye Faithful. This was written by Claude T. Smith, one of our most significant contributors to kind of 1970s, 1980s core wind band repertoire, and that's, I thought, was a really nice way to get us started here. The next selection that we'll be playing for you is Silent Night in Gotham by Julie Giroux. This is a setting of the traditional Austrian carol, but Julie Giroux uses harmonies from the Danny Elfman Batman score in this. So kind of, the music from the Batman movies with Michael Keaton, right? Those are kind of some of the harmonies that are used with this, and it's just a really beautiful arrangement, and it's been a lot of fun for us to put together. So I hope you enjoy Julie Giroux's Silent Night in Gotham. Our next selection is Alfred Reed's Green Sleeves, or What Child Is This? This piece is one of my favorites. Every chance I get the opportunity to program this piece, I do. I just love it. I think it's a very beautiful setting of this and really showcases a lot of the strengths of our group. I'd like to take this time to recognize 3 members of our group that are having their last performance with the Wind Symphony this term. We have Senior Music Education and Music Performance Major Ellie Swanson. Senior Music Education Major Caitlin Cheatham. And Senior Music Education Major Andrea Bush. I've only known them for this fall semester, as it's my first semester and their last. But it's been great getting to know them, and we're really going to miss them when they leave. And they've really kind of left their imprint here at Longwood and in this group. So let's give them another round of applause. Alfred Reed's setting of Green Sleeves. next selection, you may be confused by the title. It's Christmas and Sousa Forever. This is a kind of mashup of John Philip Sousa's Stars and Stripes Forever and however many Christmas tunes you're able to hear in this. Okay? So I asked last night's audience to listen for how many different Christmas tunes you could hear in this. It's really clever the way that Julie Giroux, who did the arrangement for Silent Night in Gotham as well, how she has intertwined these themes, and you'll be in the middle of the phrase hearing a Christmas carol, and then it immediately switches to Stars and Stripes. All right, so it's been a lot of fun for us to work on. This one is going to feature someone we've already talked about today, Ellie Swanson on the piccolo solo. So I hope you enjoy Christmas and Sousa Forever.
That was magnificent. Let's give the Vincent family. And it is wonderful to look out and see you all. I am Taylor Evely, Longwood's president, and this really is just an absolutely splendid night every year. Time for wonderful music, wonderful food, wonderful fellowship, and as I was thinking about it today, it's sentimental here at the holidays to contemplate how long, if you look through all the years, students and families have a gathering like this to hear music at Longwood. If you look all the way to 1839, to the founding, music was one of the original subjects, one of the enduring subjects. So through all the years, 180 years, better part of 2 centuries, people have been gathering like this. This is the 44th year in this incarnation, Dr. Callahan said. But gathering like this, through times of real trial around the country, for a moment of uplift and togetherness around music here at Longwood. That really is a beautiful thing to stop and think about. And a sentimental thing for me tonight is the Reevely family, the twins, armed with Legos and coloring books. And the Allman Popes are gathered for their first holiday dinner and concert together. That's a really nice thing. And we've got the great Marty Doral with us as well, our first forward. Wonderful patron of the arts, wonderful patron of music here at the alma mater through the decades. It's wonderful to see you. And our students are fresh from the last day of classes, have exams looming ahead of them. So we all ought to be doubly, triply, quadruply appreciative to them for all the hard work. And for them, this is a great joy as well. And those of you seniors, I know how special this one is too. And a great thing about tonight too is that all the proceeds of dinner and concert tonight go towards music scholarships. So for the next 180 years, we are strong and robust and looking forward to great nights like this. So enjoy, and to get us moving through our ceremonial steps, the next act will be a musical blessing. Welcome and enjoy.
the Director of Choral Activities here at Longwood, and let me add my welcome to that of President Reevely and Dr. Callahan. We're so happy to see you all. Alumni, welcome back. I've just told the singers downstairs we expect to see them once they get out and get jobs. Usually I like to sing first and then talk, but we're going to start in Latin, so I thought maybe I should tell you what we're singing about. This first one is from the Magnificat, from when the angel comes to Mary and Mary says, "Yes, I will." The words are, "Dixit Maria," Mary said, ad angelum, to the angel, "Ecce ancilla Domine," behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. "Fiat mihi," let it be done to me, "secundum verbum tuum," according to your word. Next piece is This Little Babe from Benjamin Britten's Ceremony of Carols. Benjamin Britten was actually on a ship on his way back from the United States to England in the middle of World War II when he wrote the Ceremony of Carols. And so you will hear in this movement his very awareness, very real presence of war around him and this military stance when he's talking about this little babe who has come to save us all. This little babe from the Ceremony of Carols.
For in this week I am advised that
Camerata singers and chamber singers travel together and perform together throughout the semester. This semester, they have been thinking about lifting every voice. It's coming to the end of 2019, and 400 years ago in 1619, many significant things happened in Jamestown, and as Virginians, we are very much aware of them over the summer. First legislative assembly, first strike, if you didn't know that, first African slaves brought on to our shores. And so in these 400 years, we still are struggling with these same issues. Our students lifted their voices here and off campus and brought a little bit of our thinking and our singing to those in our state and beyond. And so we're grateful to you who have come to Longwood to share in our community here, and we are especially grateful to you alums who are out taking Longwood to your own communities and being the voice for reason and for music in our state, in our community. So alums, thank you. getting ready to do another little switch, but before we do, we've been talking about Ellie. She's a Farmville native, and we're super sorry to see her go. And I just want to mention that she's also singing. This is a great thing about Longwood, is that our music majors get to do as much as they want to do, singing and playing. And Caitlin, the other senior that Dr. Callahan mentioned, is the only student, and I don't know how many really there have been, I can think of maybe one or two others, who's in all 4 ensembles tonight. So we will definitely do that. Camerata Singer's first piece called My Spirit is Uncaged, and it's a text from Walt Whitman, and I hope what it encourages you to do is let it go. Let it go and release your spirit and be merry and bright to the best of your ability in this holiday season.
Jubilant, jubilant, oh, to make the most. Jubilant, oh, to make the most. Jubilant, jubilant, oh, to make the most. Oh, to make the most. Jubilant, jubilant, jubilant song. Jubilant, 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 jubilant song. Oh, the joy of my spirit, it is uncaged, it does like lightning. It is not enough to have its glow, for a certain time. Jubilant, oh, to make the most. Jubilant, jubilant, oh, to make the most. Jubilant song.
Myself I see, a single separate person.
I celebrate myself and see myself. A song of rolling earth and of words according. I sing the body electric,
Sing the body electric, I sing a song of companionship. I sing the song of companionship.
jubilant, jubilant,
Of companionship.
jubilant song.
Of companionship.
Jubilant, jubilant, jubilant song.
Said the muse.
Jubilant,
Said the muse.
jubilant, jubilant song. Oh, glory, let's get
Sing,
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 sing me, sing me, sing, sing me, sing, sing me, sing me the universe song. Oh, the joy of
by a living composer, Dan Forrest did this arrangement. It's called Sea Amid the Winter Snow. And I'm a Virginia girl, born and raised in Virginia. And I say, if it's precipitating and it's cold, it might as well be snow. That's what I'm saying. I know some of you do not agree with me, but I just invite you to picture the beautiful crystals of snow.
Blessed
It's my very great pleasure. Help me welcome Dr. Charles Kinzer to the stage. It is my great honor to perform with the two Kinzers. To be surrounded by Kinzers is a wonderful thing. This one is Agnus Dei. We'll sing Agnus Dei, Lamb of God, qui tollis peccata mundi, who takes away the sin of the world. Miserere nobis, have mercy on us. At the end, you'll hear us sing, Dona nobis pacem, grant us peace.
Thank you, and good evening. My name is Dr. Charles Kinzer, and this is the Longwood University Jazz Ensemble. And we are really excited to be here once again, as always, another year for the holiday dinner. Our first tune was an arrangement of the traditional carol, "O Christmas Tree," done sort of in the style that is reminiscent, at least, of Vince Guaraldi's work on the Charlie Brown television special, you know, that is more than 50 years old now, by the way. But it was arranged by Paul Clark, and on that one we featured a soloist, Mr. Jacob Dawson, a first-year music major. I should be careful to say, actually, from Douglas Freeman High School in the heart of Richmond, because Jacob's band director, Rob, is here with us tonight. So, give Jacob another round. Our next tune on the program is an arrangement of "God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen." This one is done by a West Coast writer named Ted Wilson, and it features the alto saxophone, and as you can see right here on my shoulder is our lead alto saxophone player, Mr. Kevin Jocks. Kevin is a junior music major from the Martinsville area, and you'll hear him throughout this arrangement. So, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Kevin Jocks on the alto saxophone. The next one that we have for you demands a little bit of explanation. If you're reading along in your program, you can see it has kind of a weird title. It's called A Chili Pepper Christmas. And this one is a collaboration of two arranger-composers that have written a lot of music for jazz bands over the years of all levels, from middle school through high school to college for professional groups. And it's Doug Beach and George Shutak. And about 20 years ago, they composed one called The Night of the Living Chili Pepper, which was of some sort of reference to gastrointestinal trouble. Anyway, it featured spicy Latin rhythms as well as whatever was bothering him at the time. After that, they followed that with The Return of the Chili Pepper, The Revenge of the Chili Pepper, The Chili Pepper Burns Twice, and stuff like that. So, finally, they put their heads together and wrote a Christmas medley. So this is a medley of 3 traditional carols. You'll hear I Saw 3 Ships, you'll hear Angels We Have Heard on High, and then the last one I'll leave to your imagination. It needs no introduction whatsoever from me. This one features our students, and we'll have 7 or more students who will play solos in this tune. And that's rather fitting with the spirit of this evening with the holiday dinner. As Taylor Reevely mentioned to you earlier, proceeds from this event, we have the 2 nights, Friday and Saturday, proceeds from the dinners go to support holiday dinner music scholarships. And we have, you've seen 4 students that you've seen on stage tonight hold these holiday dinner music awards. And we have one in the jazz band, Chad Wilson, just raise your hand there. Chad is a holder of a holiday dinner. But he doesn't have a solo on this tune. So, we have a rule. On this one, you will hear musically from the following group of people, or these following people. Caitlin Cheatham will play for you on the trumpet. She'll be followed by Brian Searcy on the tenor saxophone, Tyler Cosley on the tenor saxophone, and then Seth Seward will play for you on the alto saxophone. Brandon Glass over there on the end of the trumpet section has a solo, and then we'll feature our percussionists Ben Bonnell and Mark Smith. Mark's at the track set on this one. So that is a horde of soloists on Chili Pepper Christmas. So here we go. And still about those students, there are several alumni band directors. It's beautiful to see so many old friends, alums, and parents and family of the students tonight. Saturday night is always a special time at the holiday dinner for that. Because we have a number of alumni in the room and band directors of some of these students, high school band directors, I really need to identify a couple of high schools here for you. So Brian Searcy went to Powhatan High School. His band director, Rebecca Sneed and Andrew Sneed, right there. Caitlin Cheatham went to Douglas Freeman High School. Rob, raise your hand again. I think we've taken care of business with the alma mater report. So, I'd like to take a moment. We have one more piece of music for you, and before we play that, I would like to take a moment to refer to the list at the back of the program and thank a few of the people whose hard work goes into this event all of the fall semester, really, to make these dinners the success that they always are. And so I have a couple of special people to thank. And first, I'd like to start with our new administrative assistant at Longwood in the music department. She has taken over from Miss Brenda Clark, who retired some time ago and has stepped in ably and is responsible for all the decorations in the room and doing the table reservations and coordinating the logistics of the evening. And please give Miss Angela C. a round of applause. And it is a dinner, so I'd like to give special thanks to Chris Cheatham and his staff with Aramark with the table service and the food tonight. They've done an outstanding job. Please give them a round. Is my microphone still working? Okay. I'd also like this. What you're hearing right now requires a lot of work setting up sound equipment, and we have a very able sound technician in the room running things from her iPad in the back of the room. I'd like to thank Amanda McDermott for helping us. A couple of more little thank yous in there. First, I'd like to underline the sentiments of the others who have spoken tonight in just thanking our students. The students have put in a lot of work this week. It's always hectic in the last week of classes. We have a long dress rehearsal on Thursday night, and they really give up their time, and hopefully they've got everything budgeted well so that exams will go successfully. But just to pump them up for that, please give just the students in general. And then I'd also like to express my own personal appreciation, particularly for my colleagues in the music department. We have a wonderful team of 8 full-time faculty and about the same number of part-time adjunct faculty, and everybody pitches in and has worked really hard once again all semester to put together the end product that you have tonight. So there was a team of us teaching all of these students. We had a big retirement last year with Dr. Gordon Ring, longtime director of the Wind Symphony and musical artistic director of the Holiday Dinner for these many years. He retired last year, but Dr. Ring is with us here tonight, and so Gordon, please give us a round. So this year it's been a committee of people who don't know what they're doing. And hoping just to stay out of each other's way. But we have worked hard together, and I'd like to thank Pam McDermott, my wife Lisa Kinzer, and also Dr. Kevin Callahan, particularly for putting a lot of hard work into this event. Now, for that last piece of music, I am totally excited to have some faculty colleagues to play with the jazz ensemble and with myself tonight. As many of you know who have come to these dinners before, this is the one opportunity during the year that I impose myself with the jazz ensemble and play with the band. But this time, I've got some colleagues and conspirators, co-conspirators in this. And I do want to introduce to you Dr. Kevin Callahan, particularly. He's a new member of our staff, teaches music theory, is also our low brass teacher here at Longwood, and the wind symphony conductor. We're going to bring him up to play trombone. And then we also have, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Marcus Grant, who is an adjunct trumpet instructor and who has just started. This is his first semester, and we're very excited about the work that he's doing as well. So please welcome to the stage Marcus Grant and Kevin Callahan. One of us is getting a little too old to do something. But since there are three of us, I decided to get out an old arrangement that I had made many years ago of We Three Kings, which features these three instruments. So give me just a second to get a reed together and then we'll play for you.